Also, Fisherman's Horizon? I thought I had my playlist on, which should have gone. Oh no, this is Breezy. Ah! Silly girl. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, not a big deal. Hey! Hi everybody! How's it going? Katana, welcome. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Did you come over from this Sequisha raid? I'm trying to see if I remember those details. Cathedora, Sequellans, thank you so much for a resub for 22 months. I really appreciate that. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm feeling good. Yesterday I taught my 2 students that I do teach still, and then showed up on my homepage. Oh, very cool. Well, thank you, Twitch, for that one. Nimiv, hello, welcome. How are you today? My students were doing great, and I also did my own practice. I stuck to my goal, which is trying to record more than I usually do, so I worked on the newest YouTube video recording, and I think it's basically done. I still need to do maybe piano. I'm not sure if I want to add piano to it or not. I already know how I'm going to do the video. It's going to be a really simple edit for me. And I'm also considering doing a vlog for the month of January. I tried one vlog so far, which I learned a lot in the process. I learned the things that took up an unnecessary amount of time and the things that were worth prioritizing. I have 3 rehearsals this month with different groups and 1 show and 1 recording session. So I mapped out the things that I wanted to shoot and the particular shots that I need so I don't get an overwhelming amount of footage like I did last time, as well as other side things to fill it in and transitions. The door is open for a DJ, but Kimchi, you guys, has been a menace in this room. I don't know what has gotten into him lately, but he has accepted that he can't attack the cables anymore. And his new thing is to jump on this desk by the violin, which is obviously dangerous, as well as this other side of my desk where I'm finally just forcing myself to use closed-capped water cups again in case he knocks things over. I have my heated coaster, which I really like, and I'd like to be able to have my tea not in a thermos so I can have my little coaster warmer, but yeah, he's just been nonstop. And not only just jumping on the corners of the desk, but then he'll run right behind my monitor where everything is plugged in. Like, one little paw step down and he could unplug the power. You know, I'm just trying to give him as many chances as I can and pick him up and remove him from the room and tell him no, to try and get him to learn. But yeah, he's just on one. I'm hoping it's just a little kitty cat phase, though. He is only 1, so he still has some kitten energy in him, I believe. Let's see. Username is secret. Welcome, Jove, Dan, Ban. As for the plan for today, I ended up doing a new transcription. People have been bringing up Spiritfarer lately, so I picked a simple song from that to try and do. I only had time to write out the music this morning, so I didn't get to test play it, but it looks right. I don't think it will be too hard, so I'm hoping I can sight read that just fine. And then I'm really excited because I think like 2 weeks back, maybe longer, I started a live transcription with you guys for my first Cuphead transcription, and I ended up learning the second half of the song, which, as you can maybe make out, is a bit more complicated. So I practiced it for like 30 minutes and got it up to tempo Not quite as clean as I'd like, but I really want to give it a go. It has this awesome old time jazz element that I don't have a lot of on my song list. So those are the two new things I would like to try for today. We've had a handful of other new transcriptions added as well, a new singing loop and the new Stardew Valley loop. So there's a lot of stuff for me to continue to work my way through and get more comfortable. And of course, just going through the other bulk of our material and make sure everything is also where it needs to be. Crash McGee, welcome. TMK, good to see you. Nth Degree. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We got our Thursday stream. Tomorrow is our morning stream. Next week's schedule, I will let you know in Discord, is going to be potentially moved around a little bit. I have a show on Thursday, a week from today, and I don't know when I have to be at that venue. I have rehearsal as well, so I'm probably going to have to, move some things around. We're going to just see how it goes, and I will give information once I have it in Discord for announcements for the schedule. That being said, I mentioned I do the Tifa cosplay next week. I was going to make a poll where people could vote what day they wanted me to do it. But since I'm moving my schedule next week, we're going to do it the following week. And I will let you guys vote in Discord whether it will be that Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday stream. So that's my plan. Crash, thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate that. But yeah, that's kind of everything going on. I've just been trying to do my best to use the new year motivation to get some things in order. I feel like sometimes that pressure can work opposite of, how I want it to. So I'm trying to be pretty lax with it and just use it as an excuse to do some of the easier things that I could be doing to get myself a bit more in order and just prepared to tackle the goals that I have. So all the background music is a variety of tracks from video games. This one is called Letter from a game called Tomodachi. I've played a lot of the games on the song list, but not all. This is an example of one I haven't played, but I just thought it was really chill sounding. Gonna have a sip of tea, and we're gonna get started with, I wanna do First Steps today from the game Unravel. This is my cool, Asian-inspired Pokemon mug. It's so cute. I got ginger lemon tea. I'm always looking for new stuff for the background song list, which I will be updating soon. I've been planning a new playlist to share with you guys of my newest finds. I think those are all the updates, so why don't we get to playing? I did do my violin warm-ups. I'm feeling ready. So let's start with some Unravel. Priority requests are open. Sequelance, you've been our first resub today, so if there's something you'd like to hear, just let me or Ahmad know. And thank you very much for the resub. Jack, welcome. Settle, I'm so happy that you guys aren't sick of it yet. Yes, I play that one quite often at the beginning of the stream. It's just like a easygoing warm-up. Ooh, unlike this one. We might do this one later when I get some more energy going. This is also from Unravel. Maybe it's a sign to do some more Unravel music before I do this one. I think I'd like to do a piece called Summer Sky. I think it's what it's called, from Unravel. Spice Icy, welcome. Thank you for the claps, Katana. Thank you. Serio, welcome. Battle Knight Thor. Oh! Ah! With a tier 3. Every time you pop in, I get so excited. So me and Bull first found each other when I was doing a Hollow Knight game stream on my secondary channel, which I have just for fun, to play video games. And Bull helped me get through some of the trickier parts of the game with their advice, and I'm so grateful that you gave my music channel a chance too. Enjoy your lurk. Shadow Shine, welcome as well. Jojo for 43 months. Thank you so much. One of our longest running subs. I really appreciate that. So for both of you, if there's something I can play for you, please let me know. Thanks, Shadow Shine. I actually wore this shirt when I got my passport redone, and they said that it was too revealing. Like, it's just a plain shirt the way down, but I guess the spaghetti straps and shoulder cutouts were too risque for a passport photo. So they took the shame blanket out of their shame closet and draped it on my shoulders. It's like such a ratty blanket too. Oh man, it just, my passport photo, it's not my best picture. Not my best. Yeah, they have shame blankets in the back where if someone wears spaghetti straps or like a halter or have too much of their, there's a name for this part of the body, like a more technical name, I can't remember. But anyway, if you are showing too much of that, they make you wear the shame blanket. So my passport photo has my shame, not my shame blanket, a rando one, draped over my shoulders and a genuine look of confusion on my face. But hey, I got it, so. No, there's a term for like the whole upper part of your like chest and collarbone, bone, this area. But I can't remember what it's called. I think I heard it on a podcast or something. So I saw the request for all your favorite bands. I would love to do that for you. I'm gonna do Summer Sky first and then all your favorite bands. I think that will be a nice transition. All these words are correct, but not the one I'm thinking of. Also, they all start with C. How interesting is that? It's specifically not cleavage. It's like, it's above all that. It's only this like upper part here. I can't remember. Anyway. Let's see here. Oh, I want to play this one too. Yay. I love that this, oh my gosh, that's it, I think. I don't know how to say it though. Décolletage? That, yes, that's the word though. That was it. Megatomic for a resub for half a year now. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for helping me continue my dream of being a full-time musician. These subs and the support from Twitch is what's already allowing me to do that. So thank you so much. It really helps you guys. Milady. Ooh. I've been on a, I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood. I've been on a Milady streak lately. Summer Sky. This is the one I was thinking of. Hey, Jove, you pushed it into the hype train. Did you get your gift, by the way? I can't remember. Yours like was shipped out last. Milady. Thank you, Dan. Even Matt's gift got to him before yours, all the way to the UK. Uh-oh, that must mean I have to change the update. I have to update the link, I guess, in the About Me section. You did? Okay, great. I was gonna get you a conductor hat, but I thought the mug was more practical. I was like, I don't want to give him something that's just gonna like take up space unnecessarily. But the conductor hats were very cute. I was very tempted. So I'm going to do another song from the Unravel soundtrack, which is done by traditional Swedish folk musicians. So naturally, I had to make sure I learned a handful of songs from it. This was also a game I played through on the game channel. I think it might have been the first game? Oh, I missed the Franks! I missed the March of the Franks. Dan, thank you for 5 gifted subs. It's like your calling card. Thank you so much. And all the other times you've done that. Thank you. Décolletage. Oh, yo-yo, I'm so happy I know that word now. That was bothering me. It's like an itch that needed to be scratched. It's a long intro. Judge, 3 years, dude! Thank you! Thank you so much. One more track. missed some notes on the second page. It gets so quiet. Almost. There it is. I'm going to make a point to do that again next stream. After I was running through, I finished a new transcription today for Cuphead, and I've had it written out for a bit, but I needed to sit down and do a good 30 minutes of playing through it to try and get it sounding better. It's quite challenging not quite. It's difficult at the end. Yeah, I could say that. I took a clarinet line, or maybe it was a trumpet line, and transcribed it for me to play it on the violin. And there's certain parts of it that are pretty tricky, but I will give that a go after I take care of our priority requests. Thank you for the new fallouts for Walmart Creator 7. Number 7's most important. Always the most beloved. Jens, thank you for the follow. Smokey and Cathador for the bits keeping... Oh, the hype train's still alive. Oh, never mind. Now it's complete. Thank you guys very much for completion at level 3 right at the top. That's amazing. For Ferrari Experience, welcome. May I ask, what is the most difficult part of trying a song on the violin when it wasn't written for the violin? I think that there's some things that are specifically difficult on the violin. Like, I'm trying to think of obvious ones. Maybe a jump that's more than an octave, that's really, really fast, isn't the most realistic on the violin. Or maybe lots of jumps going really high to low. It kind of depends on the situation. I've noticed the octave thing a lot, though, when I've had sheet music written for me for recording sessions by artists who are wonderful musicians, but not as familiar with what the violin can do and can't do. But I think it comes down to string crossings is probably one of the main things. Jordan, I took your advice and I practiced the Cuphead piece, and I think I'm ready to do the second page, which is harder, but it sounds really cool. It's really, really fun. It needs a little bit of work, but... So Jordan's another streamer, and one of the things he does over there is he plays through Cuphead. So I was watching him play Cuphead, and that's what I used as motivation to practice my Cuphead one. I also finished a new transcription from the game Spiritfarer. I've had so many people ask me to learn a song from that game, and I haven't gotten time to play it. I just had time to write through it this morning while I was watching Jordan. I'm always watching a game stream while I'm transcribing. So the song I did from Spiritfarer is called Oxbury. So I think what I'm going to do is first our priority request to honor, I think Jojo, you were the one that asked for, yes, all your favorite bands, you got it. I haven't played it yet, but my wonderful, beautiful cousin, who I'm hoping to visit next year, I was talking to her and saying how stressed I was at a certain time, and she emailed the game to me, like the code for it. She's like, I just played through this, and it's awesome. I think you'd like it. I'm like, thank you. Oh, it's my darling Blanca. How are you, Blanca? I almost want to print out another one of these but with the Blocka emote face in it, because both of the faces are just darling. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking, Blocka. I have been doing a better job recently at like recognizing what's capable in a day. And then number 2 is how to approach big projects. Can I sub and ask if you could try a song off stream and tell if it's possible to play on the violin? So I wouldn't have to play it on stream though, right? But you'd want me to just see how doable it is? I mean, I feel like you can just put it in the Discord and I can tell you without you having to sub. Like I can totally take a listen and see, you know, just mess around, but I usually try to keep the sub promises just for what I know I can do, because then I know I can commit to it, you know? I just wouldn't want to commit to something and then not be able to deliver. But if I see it in the Discord, maybe I can take a look at it. For Vitsag, thank you for gifting a month of subs. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That gets you a priority request as well. So the main thing I've been doing to get kind of in more control of all the things I'm trying to accomplish in a day. Number 1 is I set alarms on my phone so that I can only work on a certain thing for a certain amount of time. And also to get my butt going to start doing something I don't typically like to do. So I basically finished the next audio mixing for the next video for my YouTube channel, which will be a video game arrangement video. It's going to be a bit more simple. I'm hoping to have it showcase me sitting here actually doing the looping process, because I haven't done one like that yet. So I finished that. I'm just trying to decide if I want to add piano. And then the other project I'm going to try this month is to do only the month of January a vlog. The last time I did a vlog, I filmed for multiple months, which was way too much video content. So I made a list of the things that I thought would be interesting to film this month. I broke down the specific shots I need for it so I don't overfilm. And I'm hoping to put that together. I have a rehearsal with 3 different projects throughout the month. I have a live show at a really cool venue. I have a recording session. So there was enough on the calendar this month where I was like, I kind of would like to be able to share this. So this is the notebook committed to breaking down big projects into the smallest bites possible so I can actually do them and not get too overwhelmed. For Blocka, I think it ended up being worth it. The first vlog I did was like 40 minutes or something. But I learned so much from doing that. Owie. All your favorite bands. Okay, great. I remember doing this and wishing I wrote a tempo suggestion for myself, and I actually did it last time. Thank you, Blocka. I've had this shirt for like a long time, but I just can't throw it away. Okay, these are the new transcriptions for later. Oh, I've only done like 2 songs so far in Mebby, so I still think you count as making it to the beginning of the stream. Let's see here. So I have my Ableton project open. I feel like I've always done the song too fast, so I'm gonna do it a little slower than I typically would. We're gonna try 84 BPM. And I'm gonna see if it's an egg kind of start to the song. I have a feeling it might be. This is gonna be my first loop of the day. For anyone who's new to the stream, welcome, and thank you so much for giving me a chance. You might have heard that I've done video game tracks playing along with them so far, but the other stuff I do on my channel is that I make loops and sing on top of them for covers and originals and instrumentals. And we're gonna do our first one now. So you'll see a handful of the instruments I play and I'll sing on top of it for you. This song lyrically is what made me really inspired to do it. It's very sweet, and I hope you enjoy. I'm getting better at the egg. It stresses me out sometimes. Okay. We got our basic percussion. Let's add guitar first, and definitely strings. I'm just gonna kind of figure it out as I go. Enjoy the lurk blocka. All right. So this would be. Too much egg, not enough kick. Come on, egg, chill out. There we go. Ready. Missed. Okay, what's next? Maybe I'll do strings and then maybe banjo. You guys know I have a soft spot for the banjo. That moment you realize your clothes are of drinking age, that's so funny. I feel like this one isn't quite there yet. I've had this probably though like 8 years though. I can't let it go. Okay, let's do violins. for like a twin fiddle kind of vibe. I hope the balance is okay. I might only do banjo on the chorus. Just for a bit of like a build. Okay, something like that I think would be better. Is there anything else I want to add? Downward Spiral! Thank you for a resub for 38 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me know if I could play you something to say thanks. I'm gonna just mess around for fun on the piano and see if something feels right. This feels pretty good though. I'm gonna do something really simple. I missed one chord in the piano, but then we're ready to go. Right, Jojo, I'm ready. Thank you again for the reset. Late night drives and hot French fries and friends across the country, from Charlottesville to good old Santa Fe. When I think of you, you still got on and had that sassy party. I hope that thing is never thrown away. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brothers El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. I'm just waking up and I'm not thinking clearly, so don't quote me. With one eye open while I write this song. Ain't it funny how some people pop into your mind so easily? I haven't seen you in there for so long. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. Life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. Late night drives and hot French fries and friends across the country, from Charlottesville to good old Santa Fe. Ain't it funny how some people pop into your mind so easily? I hope that thing is never thrown away. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. I'm trying to think of the best way to kind of have that one come back down. Maybe only vocals in the end. Also, it still feels fast every time I do it. So that was 84 for the tempo. And I'm going to write as a suggestion for next time 80. It's almost there, but it's still just like a little fast. Whenever I go, I hope your brothers, if that's too fast, it's just like, I hope a. It's not the most chillest of things to do in a slow song. Cool. Let's see what we have next on our priority list. And at this point, it's my pick. So why don't we do... I'm going to do one more singing one. And it's one that's like in a similar vein. I haven't done it for a bit, and it's a classic. A newer classic. I want to do... Oh, what's it called? Caldador, what's it called? First day of my life. Got it. Couldn't believe I almost forgot that. Gosh. Oh. Where did I put the chords? Maybe it's in this big old blob of music. Fast Car and Fly Me to the Moon are. And First Day of My Life. I guess I just put all of my chord charts for names that start with F in the same place accidentally. All right. So this is a song, you know, in a similar kind of vein. We're going to do mostly acoustic instruments. I think I'll probably only do the guitar and violins. It's typically what I've done. So we're going to clear these out. I don't need them anymore. And increase our tempo to 94. These songs are very simple and like the way I've put them together, but there's little challenges for me kind of with everything on the song list. I've been almost purposely making it that way to help myself get better at particular skills whenever I do a certain song. And growing up playing guitar, I've always been way more comfortable playing with my fingers, finger picking. Not as much of a fan as with playing with a pick, but I'm trying to get better at it. So these two are both pushing me to become more comfortable with those particular skills. And I'm going to put these effects on the strings. Little preemptive. Little panning. And we're ready to go. So let's start with the guitar. Set my pedals for 1, 2. Yeah, that works. All right, let's do it. This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway. I went out in the rain, everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. Think I was blind before I met you. Now I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. And so I thought I'd let you know that these things take forever, I especially am slow. But I realized that I need you, and I was wondering if I could come home. I remember the time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning. And I thought it was strange, said everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. But now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, with these things there's no telling, we'll just have to wait and see. But I'd rather be working for the paycheck than waiting to win the lottery. Besides, maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me. The time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning. And I thought it was strange, you said everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. But now I don't care, I go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, with these things there's no telling, we'll just have to wait and see. But I'd rather be working for the paycheck than waiting to win the lottery. Besides, maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me. Getting through the shyness of the first singing of the day. It always feels good getting started, though. Chicken Boss! You are one of among the like longest running subs that we have. It's like you, Matt, Silverstorm, Xaven, maybe? How have you been though? I've been seeing a ton of your music stuff over on Threads. Looks like you're doing well. I hope everything's going good. Let me know if there's something I can play for you. And thank you so much for sticking with me throughout all this time. So much has changed, and it really means the world that you stuck around for all of this time. So thank you. For Nim, thank you very much. Thanks for keeping me company on my walk. Made for a lovely time. Of course. You're making me want to go for a nice walk later. It is a bummer the sun goes down so early. It's only a matter of time until it comes back, right? Let's see here. Joseph, Sunbeam, thank you for the follow. Downward Spiral, thank you again for 38 months. Also a long-running sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome in Rooster, Carlos, Otter, good to see you. How are you? Aofi, I hope everyone is doing well. Satos, Scotty, Yogi, Kibbles and Bits, Chris, so many people. Dr. Han, welcome everybody. It's really nice to see everybody. Mayet, days are getting longer, so it's all good. Fair. Well, I did some more like folky stuff, and I think that could be a good transition to show you the brand new transcription I did. People have been asking me for a long time to do a song from the game Spiritfarer, and I did it this morning. I didn't have enough time to get to play through it, but I'm fairly certain the notes are right, and I think it's easy enough where I can just sight read it, so I want to give it a go. It's kind of a short song, so I might do it twice to get used to playing it. And I also did the last section of a Cuphead tune that I needed to work on because it was really hard. Not really hard, but hard enough where it did need like practice and prep beforehand. So let's start with the new Spiritfarer song. This one is called Oxbury, and I just like the vibe of it. I think it appealed to my Nashville side. Okay, let's see here. It is in 12/8 and it's in the key of C with like a flat 7. Sight reading.
Now, if you're
Nope. Don't worry about that. It's okay. Now. That's how it felt. One little tricky spot there. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's an A. Hawkesbury, I'm gonna get you. Nothing too fancy. Again, that's one from the game Spirit Fair, which people were asking me to learn something from, so I wanted to make sure I did something from it. There was 2 other songs I was maybe considering. I was worried that they were too, like, ambient, like too spread out, but we'll see. And then the other thing I worked on for you guys was Inkwell Isle 1. I learned this part live on stream with you guys. I did a live transcription. And then I did the second page, which is, as you can see, a bit harder. So I practiced it for a bit this morning, and I want to try it. I'm a little nervous because it's fast, and it's very jazzy. But I'm also very excited to play it. It's a really fun piece. And old time, when you think about jazz, I feel like people mostly think of, you know, like saxophones and trumpet. But in earlier, like 1920s time, violin, solo violin was a staple for old time jazz. And that genre of music just warms my heart so much. I think it's just so fun and happy and sweet sounding. It also featured the banjo. And you guys know I love the banjo too. Okay, tea and water. Let's do it. Thank you, Chicken Boss. I think I need it. We got a lot of offbeat, syncopated, accidental rhythms in this one. Okay. Brrr, I can do this. Oh, that's in the middle of the song. We want the beginning. All right, let's do it. Yay. wasn't perfect, but oh my god, that was so fun. When the whole like big band section comes in on the end, I was just like, I have to do this trumpet, or I don't know what instrument it is. I think it's clarinet, actually. Thank you for letting me shamelessly celebrate victory for myself. I was kind of sweating trying to get this up to speed. I started practicing it like an hour before stream and still needed to tune everything. I'll probably do it again later today because I want to keep getting it, you know, tighter and tighter as we go. But since we now have another video game jazz inspired piece, why don't I do some of my other jazzy songs? I'm going to check our priority list real quick. All right, great. I've been realizing as I keep learning music for stream, this is all video game music, by the way. I'm filling up all of my binders. I have 5 full now. But I'm finding the like subgenres of music within video game music. So I have a huge collection of like Irish fiddle inspired video game music. I have some more of the like choral classical pseudo vibe. And now I'm building my jazz side. And so we're going to do 2 really fun pieces from a game called Gravity Rush. I think it was only released on the PSP, so not a lot of people got to play it, including myself. If I'm being honest, I didn't have one of those. But I listened to the soundtrack and it's so good. It's so good. So we got 2 more dancey ones for you. And I'm going to start with a piece called Daus Shinandakara, and then I'll do Pleasure Quarter. And again, both of these are from Gravity Rush. These will be fun. I haven't done them for a bit. Man, I would love to do a recording of that song where I play like the guitar and the banjo, maybe get Andrew to do the drums for it. And I have a friend from college who's a freaking amazing clarinet player, and I wonder if maybe if I reached out to him, he'd be willing to do it. I feel like he makes clarinet look so easy, so maybe I can get my friend from college, Ryan, or Miles, to do that. Thank you guys so much. I'm having so much fun doing these jazz-inspired pieces. Insert most insane clapping for Code with Sean. Thank you very much. Apoctomic, thank you for claps as well. Thank you, everybody. Bercius, welcome. How are you doing today? Carlos, I don't know if I said hello yet. This next one is a bit more difficult. I'm going to do my best. At the very least, though, I think I'm going to do, over the weekend, the last song I just did for you. I think I'm going to listen to it and write out the clarinet part as well as the violin, because the call and response between them is just so good. So if I couldn't get a clarinet player, maybe I could just do both violins. That would be a hard recording, but oh man, it would be so worth it to have a video of that. Welcome, Dennis. How are you today? Okay, I won't. All right, so this is our probably the last more like kind of traditional jazzy piece I have. It's also from the game Gravity Rush, and this one, like I said, is called Pleasure Quarter. And then I'll just do some like feel-good dancey pieces that complement it and do some loops. I can feel that I'm getting better at like, it's just, I haven't played these pieces for a couple months. And so it feels really good after hours and hours and days and months of practicing to come back to it and be like, hey, this is a little better than the last time. It's one thing, one of the many things I love about doing these Twitch streams is at this point we have like over 10 hours of music on the song list, if not more than that. I don't even know honestly how to calculate anymore. There's a lot. And sometimes I don't touch a song for a really long time, and then I get to do it again after a long break and get to see how much easier it might be, or little things that are getting better about it. And it just makes me feel really good, makes me happy. Dixieland jazz before? Oh my gosh, it's an era of violin, or an era of music that involved violin heavily in it. Like you can hear lead violin on the past couple songs. Have I ever done Stefan Grappelli songs? I learned one Stefan Grappelli solo, and it was so hard. I did Sweet Georgia Brown, but on that topic, it's something that I do want to try and revisit soon. One of the difficult things with Dixieland jazz on the violin is, you know, when people imitate a violin, like if you want to do it at your desk or if you're standing, it's very flowy when people do it. So players comfortably, I think, like to fall into a swaying kind of rhythm. But with jazz, there's a lot more stops and a lot of up bows because a lot of jazz is on offbeats or syncopated. And a down bow, when you pull the bow down, is more natural than if you do an up. So you have to be really in control of your rhythm and be prepared to anticipate a lot of notes and not necessarily hit everything where it's smooth and natural. It's a lot of the opposite, really. So I think I'm going to, I was going to say find my old transcription, but I think I'll just start over. When I transcribe something, I feel like it gives me a chance to learn it before I even get started. You know what I mean? That's my little input on a Dixieland jazz violin. Insert warning, I'm not a professional in any right. I just have had some experience at least getting to know it, but it's still rather new for me. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is take my first break real quick. We've been going an hour 40. And I'm just going to hydrate and feed Kimchi. It's a little early for his dinner, but I think I'll just do it now. Oh, Master T, I'm not ready to accept that title. I'll accept professional musician. That's like an umbrella term, but I can't say jazz player. There is, if you're ever in Nashville though, there is a really awesome jazz club. It's called Rudy's Jazz Room, and they cover like every subgenre of jazz within there. And on top of that, the players and the staff and the community is so welcoming. It's like that Stonewall, candlelit, kind of dark, cocktail, loungy vibe. It's just super, super cool. Highly recommend. I'm sure he won't complain. Kimchi's not the most food motivated cat. He's more attention motivated. So there's a chance he might follow me back upstairs and cause some destruction, but we'll deal with that when we get there. I'm also realizing the camera is being blocked by my monitor a little bit. So let me just move you guys. There we go. That's better. For a red point, I'm doing very well. How are you? Bring him to the stream. Show us folks so we can meet the little bugger. I mean, you'll definitely meet him at some point. I have left the door open for him to come in. It's just every time I let him in this room lately, it's like absolute chaos. He tries to run behind the monitor and play with the cables up here, now that I've cat-proofed the cables below the desk. Those clips of Kimchi's first appearance, I love looking at them, but they also make me so sad. Kimchi, when I got him, had such a hard time settling in. He wouldn't go to bathroom in the litter box. He would go like on the floor. He was crying all day. And in those clips, you see how like I look like, I'm dramatic, of course, but I feel like I look like a new mom that is like so overwhelmed. I look exhausted, and he just cries the entire first video. But I didn't stream for like a week to help get him settled, but after a week I was like, buddy, I gotta get back to my world too. But anyway, those clips are there if you want to see his first, not performance. I guess in a way it was a performance, right? His first appearance, which was a little chaotic. Alright, y'all, I'm going to take, like I said, just like a couple minutes to use the restroom, drink some water, and feed the cat downstairs. And I will be back after just like a song and a half. But thank you so much, everybody. You can hear the tea kettle, that's that fuzzy sound. But I'm back. Kimchi has been fed. He seems happy. He was just in his little cat bed downstairs. He gives me the cutest over-the-shoulder look in it, with his eyes closed, smiling, just like, oh, you're so cute when you're not evil. I'm working on finalizing merch, and there was a part of me that wanted to get another design with my previous cat Baloo with an angel halo, and then Kimchi with like little devil horns. I love the little guy. I'm not trying to say he's bad, but he is evil. Listening to Xenoblade Chronicles makes me want to do a couple Xenoblade Chronicles songs. And then I had an idea. I don't know if you guys heard or saw, but I read online that they have given the green light for a new Banjo-Kazooie game to maybe sometime happen in the future, which would be so exciting and also nerve-wracking, because Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are some of my favorite games of all time. I have replayed them countlessly. I love the soundtrack. I actually ended up writing out music for a Banjo-Kazooie song, so maybe I can try and just do this as a improv loop. I guess not improv, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't have any plan whatsoever. I just wrote out the melody and the chords. But maybe I can try that. But first, let's do some cozy Xenoblade stuff. And then I will try and do Banjo-Kazooie loop. So it sounds like my tea water stopped boiling, so I'm going to fill up the teacup and then we will do some Xenoblade. I know it's not the most graceful thing when I fill up the teacup, but it's kind of the only location I could fit this stuff in. So, Xenoblade, let's see. How about I start with Guar Plain? This song we're listening to right now from Stardew, by the way, I'm also working on this one being a new loop, like just a chill, easy, simple one. But I really like it. I just think that the song's very relaxing. So for Xenoblade, I think I'm gonna start with Guar Plain. Good to see you. How are you today? As well as Gleeker. Prathamesh, welcome. Let's see here. I'm gonna do Garmati Forest next from Xenoblade. The priority requests are open for anyone that does want to put in a song request. The way I do the song request here is I just ask that you do anything to help me remain a full-time musician, which is if you sub or gift a sub or donate or give bits. I do a 500 bit minimum or $5. But even without them, I still keep the song list filled. So if you can't do that or don't want to, don't worry, music will still be happening. Kind of surprised Kimchi hasn't come up yet. Station, thank you. Tier 3, thank you. station. I was actually thinking about doing this one next. Arnie Village from Chrono Cross, you got it. It has a similar kind of cozy, simple vibe like this one does. Let's see. I think Chrono Cross is the red tab. No, it's the blue tab. No. It was the red tab. I have a crazy system with my sheet music to keep everything in track. It makes sense to me, but I think to other people it looks just like a nonsensical mess. I don't have any purple tabs. The stuff that I got's only red, yellow, or blue. For Rack, thank you so much. Howdly doodly. Are we doing a Ned Flanders up in here? I'm all for that if that's the case. But thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. That does give you a priority request. If that's something you'd like, just let me or Ahmad know. This is another Xenoblade 2 song I have on my list that's really pretty. This one's called Fawnset Village, but first, we need to do Home Arnie Village. I can't lie that whenever I'm looking at like a new game soundtrack for songs to add to the song list, I am first and foremost looking for a good cozy village theme. They're just so relaxing to listen to. And probably after that, then I do the battle themes, but I will always start with the village themes. For Tony, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. In my first clips where I started streaming in this room, you can see that the only thing in it was this bed. And then thanks to you guys, over the course of the past 4 years, I've slowly but surely been able to make it my own and buy instruments more than the violin and then learn how to play those instruments. And I learned how to loop, and all of this is possible because of you guys. My life totally changed because of Twitch, and for that reason, I love Twitch. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but I'm very grateful. I love that one. I learned that one for one of our mods, Pencils. He was the one that got me familiar with the whole world of Chrono Cross. I grew up playing Final Fantasy and like Kingdom Hearts and Zelda, but I was not familiar with Chrono Cross. It was something that I guess just like flew past me. And I know it's such like a cornerstone game to so many people, so maybe one day I'll get to play it. I'll get some time to sit down and do it. Doing that one kind of makes me want to do the loop arrangement I put together of Guardia Millennial Fair. I added drums to this one. Not a lot, just like simple shakers, and like there's claps in the original one, so I added that. And I haven't done it on stream yet. I did that a while ago. Oh, come on. I'll do another song first while this computer restarts. Ableton was working before, but now it decided no. Well, I don't think it's Ableton's fault. I think there's something with the computer that I need to figure out. So why don't I do another Chrono Cross piece while we wait for that to restart? And I would like to do another Gold Dove. This might be my favorite Chrono Cross song. I know it got darker. It's because that screen turned off while the computer's restarting. It will come on in just a moment. I can see it already starting up. But first, we're going to do another Gold F. Brendan, how are you? It's good to see you. Kind of a menacing double stop for me to end on. For Ross, I love that one too. It's my favorite from Chrono Cross. I just think it's so pretty. It has very like breezy vibes from Final Fantasy VIII. Let me show you Breezy for people who don't know that one. I'm always making set lists of the video game songs in my head where I'm like, ooh, this song would sound good after this one, and maybe this can complement this. But this is Breezy from Final Fantasy VIII. And I actually did a video of this one up on my YouTube channel. People want to see that. I wore my first cosplay ever in it. I was Renoa. Budley Poopington! My darling. Butley, thank you so much. Thank you. Releasing the Franks like that. They're running to your open cheeks. I'm really proud of that one. Butley, let me know if I can play you anything. I'd love to. The maestro. Is that a reaction to what I said or the Franks in general? Surprised I didn't get a PG warning from the mods. The PG command, by the way, is just an enforcement of my own rules. At first I did the PG stuff because when I started Twitch streaming, my full-time job was being a music teacher, and I was scared that like one of my students would come on and be like, oh, I saw Miss Jo say this. But then quarantine hit and I basically lost all my students. But it worked out really well because at the same time my Twitch channel started to do well, so I decided to give everything I had to Twitch streaming, and thanks to you guys I can still do that and don't have to go back to teaching. It's a skill I have in my back pocket, and I still teach 2 students that stuck with me the whole time, but now I'm really focusing my time on trying to get more studio gigs and recording more music and just doing all that. Night for Red Point. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Oh man, I have like something in my eye. All right, so I wanted to try and do Guardia Millennial Fair, which I've done as a loop. I recently went through everything and added some percussion to it that the original track had, like claps and shakers and all these things. It's subtle, but I do think it adds a fair amount. So we are going to... Sorry about my eye, you guys. I know if I touch it, it will just get worse. I might have to go downstairs, get some eye drops. It's really bothering me. Let's try the song first. So we are going to do, like I said, Guardian Millennial Fair, and this will be a loop performance. I am going to start with the bass line and build it up from there. Subterranean Homesick Alien, you got it. Is it okay if I do it after Guardian Millennial Fair? Thank you. At some point, I'm going to be adding something else to Subterranean Homesick Alien. I just don't know whether it should be keys or the electric guitar yet, or both. You guys have noticed who have been like longtime viewers, but I never like leaving a loop as it is as I get better at other instruments. I'm like, oh, but I should add that. And what if I try this? I am working on some new loops too with new artists that aren't on the list yet, so I'm excited to do that. Butley, oh my goodness. You're so smooth. Smooth as a baby's bum. I'm on fire today, Butley. She's inspired. Let's see. Did I put it in this section? Nope. E, F, G. I am not. Okay. Bercius. Yes, you see that I do use my flesh scale system. I still do that. For this blue book is what they're referring to back here. This is like a classical scale method book that is quite popular, and I've been going through it with my teacher for my scales and my arpeggios and scale in thirds, the harmonized thirds, and oh my gosh, it's so brutal. For a gem, thank you so much. For a resub for 16 months, thank you very much. That does give you a priority request. If that's something you'd like, let me know. Or a mod, and I can put that song list in chat for you. Alright, Bass Time USA. Alright. I need the pedals for the bass. Here, here, and here. And then I'll do the string pedals separately. Oh wait, no, it's a D chord. All right, you guys get to hear these percussion elements for the first time, so I'll make sure that they're mixed properly. I messed up the end of that. Let's try that again. I added more things than I usually do, but I was just having fun. It's simple, but the adding the claps and the shakers in the beginning, I thought actually helped quite a bit. Oh, that was so fun. But now it is time for something a bit more outer worldly. That one's going to be a priority for the YouTube channel too. So you will be getting a polished copy of that in the near future. Thank you guys so much. Your tin whistle playing is awesome. Thank you. I feel bad for my neighbors when I practice the penny whistle. Even I practice with the headphones on because it is just really bright and really loud. So I try to make sure I never play like in the nighttime. I try and keep it more during the day. They've been super nice though with me making music all day. All right. So now we're going to move on to a singing loop. And for this one, I'm going to be layering a bunch of strings, very orchestrated, for my Radiohead cover of Subterranean Homesick Alien. I absolutely love this song. And the song has meant so much to me that it was a high priority for me to make sure that I eventually could figure out how to make a loop out of it. And this one is for Butley. Thank you again, Butley, for the 5 gifted subs. You are the absolute best. And I'm going to try and make this one real special. Subterranean Homesick Alien. Perfect. I already programmed drums for this one and have like just the guitar strumming chords to... Oh, sorry about the jump scare. To just have a foundation set to build on. So let's loop some strings. Okay, here it comes. I keep forgetting the smell of the warm summer air. I live in a town where you can't smell a thing. Watch your feet for cracks in the pavement. Up above, aliens hover, making home movies for the folks back home. Of all these weird creatures who lock up their spirits, drill holes in themselves, and live for their secret. Ooh, they're all uptight, uptight, yeah. Uptight, yeah. Oh shit. Uptight, yeah. Uptight, yeah. Wish they'd slip down in a country lane late at night when I'm driving. Take me on board their beautiful ships. Show me the world I'd love to see it. Tell all my friends, but they never believe me. They think that I finally lost it completely. I'd show them the stars and the meaning of life. They'd shut me away, but I'll be alright. Oh, alright. They're all uptight, 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 uptight. See, when it comes to being able to make arrangements and make money off of making arrangements, you have to go through the publishing company with which the artist is signed to. So, in regards of like getting a job in arranging music, there are opportunities for it, but they're quite few and far between, just because of things like copyright issues. But I'm just interested to see what will be, the rules regarding copyright in the next 10 years or so, because the way media keeps growing and growing, it's bound to have some adjustments. Hopefully in a way where I can keep doing this, because I'm abiding by the rules now. But, yeah. When I first started streaming, I did improv over requests that people would send to me. And I loved doing that. But then I read more about about DMCA rules. And I was like, oh crap, I'm breaking the rules. And I panicked and I cried and I bought a used looper, and here we are. So it ended up being a really good thing for me, but it definitely was an adjustment, If I do one of my Radiohead covers, I want to do the other one too. So we're going to do Paranoid Android next. I'm going to check my priority lists here. It looks like I am up to speed, which is good. For anyone who's new, by the way, I just want to say welcome. Thank you very much for giving my channel a chance. My name is Jo, and I make loop arrangements and sing on top of them of covers, originals, and instrumentals. And I also play over video game soundtracks because I love video games music. It's what I listen to the most in my own free time. Sometimes I play over the original, and sometimes I'll play along to a recording I've done. There's always new stuff. We added 2 new songs this week, and I have a lot of ideas for next week too. So I hope you consider following if you're new, and I'm going to do my best to make you proud. and Gucci little piggy. You don't remember, why don't you remember my name? Off with this sad man, off with this sad man, why don't you remember my name? Well, I guess he does. Rain down, come on, rain down on me. From a great height, from a great rain down, come on, rain down on me. From a great height, from a great That's it, sir. You'll leave them the crack of the pigs. Come on, the dust and screaming, the bears networking, the pan, the vomit, the pan, the vomit. God loves his children. God loves his children. Hooray. Well, I might need to give my voice a break, as you can tell. I'm not feeling sick or anything, but I think I just pushed it a bit. For Max and Reunion, welcome. Thank you for the follow, Reunion. And yes, I have a Fender Telecaster, and I have my acoustic is an Art and Luthery. It's like a Canadian brand that I got when I was in middle school. And then I have a banjo and I have a bass as well, a Fender bass. Oh my goodness, it's time! We haven't had a Butley letter in so long. I was nervous that he had been washed off at sea. Thank goodness. Now let us see what his latest words to us are. Okay. Dearest Joe, 3 years, and my heart still melts every time I see your eyes light up at my arrival. Surely, no purer form of joy exists than the feeling I get when I see you smile. And my soul is never more at peace than with back-to-back Radiohead covers sung by my dearest darling, Joe. Here's to the new year and another year of songs, smiles, and surprises. Always and forever yours, Butley Poopington. Oh, my darling Butley Poopington, I am yours forevermore. Oh my God, I've been waiting for another letter. Oh, I was so worried something happened to you. No, you're fine. People started asking me, they were like, is Butley gonna give you a letter soon? And I'm just like, you guys, I don't know. Like, Butley's a busy man. He's got lots of important things to do. Yeah, people are like, oh my gosh, I haven't heard of a letter from Butley. I'm like, I think he might be lost at sea. For anyone who's new, that's the thing. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh, Doc! Officially 3 years. Are you and Butley's 3 years? Oh, 2 cheeks to 1 bum. Nailed that. Thank you, Doc. Let me know if there's something I can play for you. Oh, I have to show you guys. I made a new Lego. Look at him. It's a little spaceman playing a violin on the moon. I'm scared to get it close to the camera because it might break. The head is a little unstable. But this is like, Legos are my new, just absolutely favorite thing. Oh, Cathedor 2! At tier 2, you guys kicked off a hype train. Well, let me put down this spicy little man. I think I might do the Eevee one that was gifted through my throne wish list. So I think the Eevee one will be next. I feel like for a hype train, we should do new friend, even though I'm kind of scared because I haven't done this for a while and it involves me playing piano and singing at the same time. But it's a celebratory moment. We just had some very important people resub to the history and culture of this channel. And this is a song that also goes way back on the channel. For a while, I didn't play it because I didn't know how to do it and figure it out in Ableton, but I figured it out. Uh-oh, there's 2 versions of it. Wait, let me see here. Hype train on hold for a moment. Just a moment. Well, there's nothing in this one, so that's probably not it. My bad, y'all. Just take me a second. Is it in here? I'm gonna find it. Let's try this one. I don't think it's this one. I do think it's this one. Sweet. Okay. I can do this. And if I fail, it will be funny. This one I can't really do as a loop performance because it changes keys 3 times and has a lot going on. So I was like, I'm just gonna record the whole thing and play along and sing to it live. Because it is a vibe, let me tell you. I just got plugged in piano. Ooh, Cathedora, you're keeping me up to date with that one. I can do that too, yeah. I'm just making sure I remember it. Alright, I'm just gonna try it. I'm nervous. The sticks are too loud. Okay, again. Okay. I got a new friend. Yay, he's waving hello. See, it comes like a snail look, my new friend. Tomato, sorry. So fun. Just a little glimpse and you will be blind. Say goodbye to your old friends. We're just a week or so old. They wait. The most wonderful stories that have ever been told. Can you hear him singing along? Do you hear him singing along? Can you hear what he's saying? Can you hear him singing along? Are you picking up the words of the song? Can you hear what he's saying? Ooh, ba-ba. He wants to sing it and sing it and sing it again. He wants to sing it and sing it and sing it again. He wants to sing it and sing it and sing it forevermore. Oh, he wants to sing it and sing it and sing it again. He wants to sing it and sing it and sing it again. He wants to sing it and sing it and sing it forevermore. Can you hear him singing along? Do you hear him singing along? Can you hear what he's saying? Can you hear him singing along? Are you picking up the words of the song? Can you hear what he's saying? Can you hear what he's saying? Oh, it's so fun. It went okay. Okay. I couldn't tell if my mixing was kind of janky, but you know, what can you do? I've always wanted to be able to play piano to that and sing along to it, but I was never good enough at the piano to be able to get through it. But I've been practicing a lot of piano this year, and I finally felt like I was ready to give it a go. And I'm really stoked with how it came together. A part of me is wondering if maybe I should make the key higher, because it's kind of low in my voice, but I just don't really know what the right move is for that. But anyway, we've been going now for 3 hours, so I'm going to take one more quick break, and then we're going to start winding this down with some more like chill stuff. I will be live again tomorrow morning for some morning music at 10 a.m. So I hope maybe you consider giving a follow, coming back for some morning music if you'd like. And of course, I won't leave you in silence, my lovely, beautiful chat. Some chill persona music vibes. For everybody and all the support and everything today, just thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. For everyone who participated in the hype train, thank you. Oh, I missed that Milady, my bad. Understandably though, I was pretty focused. I was very focused. So if there was a Milady to miss, I feel like that one does make sense. But anyway, I'm going to take one more quick break, use the restroom, and when we come back, I know that Cathedora, you asked for goodbye. All right. And Doc, if there's something you'd like, let me know. All right, y'all. I will be right back. Thank you so much. We have a special guest. And his name is Kimchi! I was wondering where you were. This is Kimchi. He is just over 1 year old now. He's the New Year's baby. Give you guys some cat ASMR. It's his birthday. You're a good boy. Oh, good yawn. Oh, stinky. Stinky breath. Well, let's not jinx it, Chicken Boss. Unfortunately, I barricaded my cables from him as he kept trying to bite them. And I successfully kept him away from all of the cables under the desk. Like, just blocked off everything. But now he's insistent on jumping onto the desk here, right by the violin, which is no things to do. And also on this side of the desk where I keep my drinks, which is why I started using these because they're closed on top if they spill, but we gotta make sure you don't do that, buddy. So if I let you stay in here, you gotta promise that you won't jump on those or else I gotta put you out right away, okay? You don't know what I'm saying. Oh, I love this little guy, but you can push boundaries, little boy. Yes, exactly. Oh yeah, we should change that. Oh, new meanings. No, his food bowl is filled. He's not food motivated, he's attention motivated. He just loves attention and pets and hugs. Yes, you do. But I'm about to put you down on the ground because I gotta play violin and do some loops, okay, buddy? I'm almost done though, and then we can hang out. Let's see. Bo Burnham's Goodbye. Oh, I gotta fix all this later. Here we go. This one, I don't really feel comfortable letting Kimchi outside because there's a lot of dogs on my street. And they're really sweet dogs. I know a lot of them. They're really good. But I worry. Nashville does have a bit of a problem with, like, people, it's really sad, just, like, abandoning their dogs and cats or dogs off leash. So I just want to make sure you're safe. You don't seem to mind too much, though. Okay, bud. I'm gonna try and put you in your bed, okay? He's definitely gonna get kicked out of this room in like a minute. Here, I'll let you on my lap while I at least open the project. My legs are shaking to keep him up. Dun, dun, dun. Covers. Goodbye. So this one I've always said has been one of my most difficult loop performances to pull off because it has a bunch of different tempos and time signatures and sections. But I figured out a way to make it happen kind of smoothly. All right, buddy, I'm gonna put you in your bed. Little feeties. Kimchi, please don't jump on the no-no spots. Please don't do it. I really don't want to kick you out of the room, sweetie. I bought you this lovely $100 cat tree that I've seen you sit in twice. Maybe 3 times. Okay. No, sweetie angel, you can't sit on my lap. No, no, no. I know someone was saying that I should move the cat tree like right here, but then it's like so in the way. It's so in the way if I put it there. Okay. I'm definitely looking to try different things. Is, you know, obviously I really want him to be happy and feel safe and be loved, and I'm very empathetic and makes my heart hurt if he like cries when I'm not around. Don't jump up there. I see you looking at it. Don't do it, okay? I will kick you out. Don't even look at it. Good boy. I'm gonna have to get like a baby play net to just go completely around this area to keep him out. Oh goodness. Okay. No, Kimchi. Oh my god. No. Kimchi. No. Oh. He's got to go out of the room. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, but you can't do that. No. It's the only way I'll have a chance of him learning. I feel so bad, but he can't jump on there. When he jumps up there, he runs behind this computer and starts playing with the cables behind the computer, which, again, is a big no-no. I promise that cat is so well taken care of and I love him so much, but there's certain things we can't have, and that is one of them. Okay, I have everything set up how I need to for this intense loop. I just have to put this at 2. Shiklana! Officially a year. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Please let me know if I can play you something. And after Shiklana, I think I'm going to make that my last request tonight. So if we could close the queue, just because I'm getting a bit hungry. Getting close to dinner time. And I will also be live in the morning. Thank you, Drake, for the follow. Thank you. All right, we're going to do my Bo Burnham loop. When I first saw this, I cried like a baby. Brightlands. Yeah, of course. I can totally do that. That's a beautiful song to end with. I might make that my last one after this. Okay. I'll see you when I see you. You can pick the street, I'll meet you on the other side. So long, goodbye. Do I really have to finish? Do returns always diminish? Did I say that right? Does anybody want to joke when no one's laughing in the background? So this is how it ends. I promise to never go outside again. So long, bye. I'm slowly losing power. Has it only been an hour? No, that can't be right. So long, goodbye. Hey, here's a fun idea. How about I sit on the couch and I watch you next time? I wanna hear you tell a joke when no one's laughing in the background. So this is how it ends. I promise to never go outside again. Am I going crazy? Wanna even know? Am I right back where I started 14 years ago? Wanna guess the ending if it ever does? I swear to God that all I've ever wanted was a little bit of everything all of the time. A bit of everything all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. I'm finished playing and I'm staying inside. If I wake up in a house that's full of smoke, I'll panic. So call me up and tell me a joke. When I'm fully irrelevant and totally broken, damn it, call me up and tell me a joke. Oh shit, you're really joking at a time like this. Well, look who's inside again. Went out to look for a reason to hide again. Well, buddy, you found it. So come out with your hands up. We've got you surrounded. I did it. Voice is giving out a little bit, but I did it. I finally figured it out. I can do that song live now. Oh, I feel like I haven't allowed myself to feel the emotion of this performing it lately because I've been so focused on just figuring out all the moving parts to it. But that time I did finally allow myself to settle in. Because that one was really just a dagger in my heart for so long. I know that's special. Hit a lot of people in the heart, and I was definitely no exception of that. But I'm really grateful that, it gave me such strong feelings because then I was better able to understand them, If it wasn't for my PG rule, I would love to do Welcome to the Internet because I love that song. I know that probably the second most covered, I think, love song from that is I can't remember what it's called, That Funny Feeling, I think. But I love Welcome to the Internet. I think it is gold. It's so good. Maybe I can make it an incentive if we're doing, how they have September. Maybe I'll make a really, big goal to reach Because if I did that, I feel like I could only do it once, and it would be because of that goal. So good, forget the PG rule. Man, I don't know. The one thing I do really like about the PG rule is it stops trouble from happening before it even starts. Because I feel like most people, when I'm just like, hey, can you like not swear in chat? They're like, oh, okay. It's the people who get really mad about it that then you know you're immediately going to like block anyway. So it does save a lot of trouble. Yeah, it just makes it so much easier for me and the mods to kind of just like make sure everything's okay. For Jiglana, was it the Bright Lands that you asked for from Octopath Traveler? I think that's what I remember hearing. Station at a tier 3. Thank you so much. Thank you for 8 months. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I have the request closed for right now, but if you'd want, like, would it be okay if you come back another stream if I can just give you your requests then? I feel like I'd remember. I feel bad that you have a tier 3 and everything, and I'm about to wind up shop here. I'm just getting a bit tired. I'm just a bit hungry. I found that for myself, usually my limit is like a 3.5 hour stream. Maybe one day I'll do one of those really long streams. I feel like it's like a rite of passage as a streamer. I think I've just worried about my anxiety levels getting too high. I'm very open with you guys that, you know, anxiety is very much a big part of my life. It's something I'm learning how to work with. But I could see myself after like 7 hours starting to be like, ah, ah. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think I'm also hesitant to... I'll talk about that another time. Whatever. Let's just do the Brightlands night. And again, Station, if you come back another time, I promise I'll play you something. Use the tier 3 is such a huge help to help me keep this channel up and running. So thank you very much. So we're going to make this one, let me double check, the last song of the evening. Thank you everybody again so much. And yeah, I'm very impressed with how open you communicate that. For live talk, thank you. I try not to talk about it too much because I don't want it to also come across as me like marketing it as part of the channel, you know what I mean? But I found that the healthiest way I can do this and be on camera and do stream is to just be really honest about how I'm feeling when I'm feeling it. And especially in the early stages, I was really fighting anxiety from start to finish from stream. Especially, you know, on a music stream, when you make music, you make mistakes. And I would start to like really freak out when I made too many mistakes, and I'd be like, oh no, am I falling into a hole I can't get out of, and everyone sees it and I'm so embarrassed, and that spiral. But I found that on Twitch I learned how to eventually trust fall into chat and to you guys, because there'd be moments where I'd be like brought to tears because I would get so stressed or like disappointed in myself if I had a bad music day. And you guys were always so nice and just like supportive, and even being like, hey, I'm glad that you know, talked about that stuff. So I continue to do that to also help other people, I guess, that like might go through that, you know, and normalize it. Because most of you guys know my story, but my anxiety was really bad for a while. It got to the point where I was not able to drive for a bit, which was humiliating, and I hated it. I would get hired for a gig and I would leave 45 minutes early to make sure I had enough time to like get there in case I needed to pull to the side and like catch my confidence back. But again, through therapy and just really working on myself and trusting people around me, my family, it's gotten, I don't even want to say better. It's more just like I got more tools in my tool belt to handle it. And when you view it like that, it makes it less overwhelming. Because when you say I need to fix this, that's a scary, hard goal to set for yourself. So instead, my therapist working on giving me as many tools as I can to work through it and just figure out what works and what doesn't work. And like, I'm obviously driving now. I've been driving a lot for work with music and stuff, but yeah, that's my story. So Brightlands, Jiglana, did you say you wanted the night version? It must be decent because you have a diploma proving you're a musician. I mean, I barely got through that program. I was doing really well. I was at Berkeley as a vocalist, and I was getting good marks and good grades. Yeah, absolutely, Jiglana. That one's beautiful. But then when I re-auditioned and switched to violin, it got really hard because I wasn't that good at violin at that time. And that was incredibly difficult, but I just kept pushing myself, and I would ask better players than me if I could buy them a coffee and if they'd practice with me for like an hour, and I would get advice. And by the end of it, I did pull off it well enough where I got to graduate, so I'm very grateful for that. But that was hard. I was just in practice rooms all day. A lot of kids party at college. I was in a freaking practice room, underweight and stressed out, but I did it, and it was hard, but it was worth it on the other side. For Big Lad Lobo, I'm so sorry you went through that, and that is such an understandable thing. And I'm proud of you for working on it. And also just like acknowledging it and saying it is such a big step. Because the moment I started talking about it and people didn't look at me weird, they were just like, oh, that sucks, I'm sorry. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And then it got a bit easier. But I got that journey, and I know you can do it. Still graduated. The what do they call it at like graduation ceremonies when they give it's an honorary degree to like speakers or something? They did that at the Berkeley graduation, and the 3 ones were Stevie Nicks, Carole King, and Willie Nelson. And so when we got our diploma, we got to like shake all of their hands. So I got to freaking shake hands with Willie Nelson. How sick is that? And Carole King especially. Like, I mean, all 3 of them, amazing. But I was, yeah, it like shattered my brain that I got to shake hands with such legends. Super rad. The only annoying thing was we weren't allowed to take pictures, but at least I want to say 50 kids for graduation went up with their phone to like sneak selfies with them. I was like, dude, we've been here forever. Stop. Enough. Anyway, here we go. I could play that song all day. It is so pretty. Actually, Stormshade, speaking of the vlog, that was my first vlog ever. And I decided for the month of June, I started filming that last vlog last June, or January. Oh, that's embarrassing. Wow. Okay, I started filming my first vlog ever last year. So I decided that I wanted to do a vlog only for the month of January because I mapped actually everything out. I have rehearsals with 3 different bands this month. I have a recording session and I have a live show. So I decided to film all of those events this month. I learned from my mistakes, and what I'm doing this time in advance is deciding what I'm filming before I start filming. Because the last time I did it, I filmed like everything and just had mountains of stuff to go through. Stormshade, that makes me really happy. Then I'll do it again next time. Yes, and so what I did, I don't know if this is interesting. I put in different categories everything I'm filming, and I would label music events, personal music and then personal non-music. And for example, for music events, I have the rehearsals, each listed, and tail show, shots needed, bullet points under that, outside of the venue, packing the gear, setting up with the band, rehearsal, and then I thought it'd be cute to do like a picking out my show outfit. So you guys know I love getting dressed up. So I could be like, should I wear this one or this one? Even though obviously I'll have decided by the time that comes out. So yes, that is what the plan is. I'm finalizing the recording for my next music related YouTube video where I'm just gonna have the song, and I'm trying to decide if I want to add piano, but other than that, I'm ready to start filming. So I got a good trajectory going, you guys. I say this every year, so motivated to try and just get my YouTube game going. I'm proud of the videos that I've made, but they're taking too long to make. So I'm just working on getting a system going, you know? And I think even if this doesn't work out as fast as I like, it's another step along the way. So I'm still happy for that. I feel like I can't hire a video editor until the YouTube channel gets to like a certain place. Then maybe. But I feel like I need to be the one to kind of build it until it reaches that point, you know? Anyway, let's take a look at who we would like to be rating. Like I said, I'm going to be live again tomorrow morning for anyone who wants music. If you're new today, thank you so much for giving my channel a chance, and I hope you consider following and coming back sometime. And let's see. I'm distracted by the music because it makes me so happy. I've seen a lot of Carrie Ann emotes in chat tonight, so let's go say hello to Carrie Ann. She's amazing and she's super nice. Harpist, multi-instrumentalist, singer-songwriter, looper, and on top of that, lovely person. So I know that you won't be disappointed going over there and saying hi. Like I said, I'll be live again tomorrow for anyone who would like some music. And thank you for giving me a safe, open, happy environment to make music and talk with you openly about things. It's really awesome, and I appreciate you very much. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.